Alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. Welcome back to the farm, Westby, Wisconsin 4X, episode number 5. Let's get rolling right into it. Here we go. Alright, so, if everyone remembers from the end of episode 4, I said I was going to pick up the rest of my bales that I mowed, or that I baled, mowed and baled, whatever you want to say. So here's a bunch of all my grass, and I've got these fermenting. So we're gonna have a lot of cow feed for when we decide to get into cows, which I think is gonna be after winter. So now, finally, we get to get out of August. Only took, what, 3 actual episodes of farming to get out of August. So, without further ado, I'm gonna skip through the night and I will see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. We've made it to September, finally. My goodness. Never been in a month so long in my life. In this game, at least, I don't think. But good lord. We're in August forever. Let me get GPS set up. 25 feet? This is a 20-foot implement. What do you mean? About 21, 22 feet. Alright, well. We'll be able to test that. Wait, why are we here? Holy, that is dusty. I might just have to turn that down. Is this thing even able to pull this? Or do I just need momentum? That is too dusty, I can't. Much better. Now we can see. I might actually want to turn it up more, but we'll see what happens when I get some speed. Alright. Okay, this thing is really chugging along. Requires 140 horsepower. How much does my plow require? 120. Okay, this is a bit interesting. Whatever. Go with it for now. Finally made it to September. I'm running 4-day months, or seasons, whatever you want to call it. I know in-game calls it seasons. 4-day months, so I'm going to keep time at least like 6x at all times. Unless I'm really needing more time. But I don't think for this, for September, I don't think I'm going to need more time. All I want to do is get everything cultivated, which is just this field and my other 2 oat fields. After that, that'll be it for that. And then I'm going to be plowing a lot of this together. All this is going to be one big field. So I get this all cultivated. So, things are looking up. I get to shift up. Come on. Stay speed. It says it can go 8. 140 horsepower requirement. My butt sucks. It kinda makes me feel like the baler all over again. Gonna be shifting a lot. Going as fast as I could be going. Which is okay, it's realistic, I guess. This thing says it's 20 feet, but we'll see. So let me get this thing on GPS. On this end. I'm gonna go straight east-west. Yeah, so I'll probably, once I get started in this field, we'll see if this GPS course is, this GPS course, this line, I don't know if I've ever, it's not really, I guess it's kind of a course, it's following it, but I don't know, however you want to put it, GPS line. Okay, let's just line it up with the edge, see what we get. It's moving a tad bit. Seems bigger. Let's try like, oh geez. Let's try, I don't know, 22.5. That Actually, let's go 23. 3 feet over that. It says it's a 20-foot cultivator. Maybe we can even go bigger now. Let's try 23 half. Slugging her. Big time slugging her. Holy. Holy jeez. That looks decent. I'm not gonna set it anything. I'm just gonna keep trying stuff till I'm actually pitter-pattering here. But for now, I'm just gonna go around the field twice. Debating on to find a different mod. Because this is not working great. So, I don't know. Okay, well. Am I going uphill? Yeah, I'm going uphill, so. But still, I shouldn't drop in 4. Okay, we are back. And we have a new cultivator. This one requires more horsepower, but already runs a lot better, even though I've only gone, what, 100 feet? This thing requires 180 horsepower instead of the 120 it was, 140, see, 180 horsepower. And see, I'm running 7, right? I'm not sure, but we're gonna take it. Just this thing is right out of the mod hub. So, it's alright, don't matter to me as long as it works. Okay. As I say that, it didn't work. Cool. Alright, well now let's see how big this thing wants to be. I'll start with that. So you hit the other end. That isn't gonna work. So, now that we're up and moving, after going to the mod hub quick and downloading this, I also downloaded a new plow just in case. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if the one I have works, and if not, we'll try that one. Alright, well, I'm gonna cut into a time lapse, so hope everybody enjoys the time lapse. Alright, piece of cake. Field 1 of cultivating in the books. So, and this cultivator works very well. I'm very happy I switched out the John Deere one for this one. So I was going like 9 miles an hour the whole time. Barely had to shift. I don't think I did have to shift at all actually. Besides when I was turning around to speed up. But other than that, no shifting was needed, so very pleased. Alright, so now we'll go jump over to our other 2 fields that we have to cultivate. Then we'll be done with the cultivator for the year. Probably, literally, for the year. I won't have to use it till October again. Next year. So, we'll go do that. And then we'll pull the plow out. And I'm just going to keep it at 6x until it's nighttime. So that'll be my plan, unless I run out of work to do. Then of course it'll speed up time. But this day I've already gone 4 hours. And it was, I don't know, whatever, like actually like half hour of overtime. Because at 6x, every 10 minutes is an hour in the game. So every 10 minutes is an hour, so it's been, yeah, 4.5 hours, I guess. That was with me dealing with the cultivator and stuff, so. Get unfolding. And here we go. Once we get this fully unfolded, boom, in the ground, we go again. Alright, this shouldn't take as long, but it's going to take a little bit. So, I'm not going to time lapse this one. Since I just did that, I don't need to time lapse of the same thing in one video. 2 time lapses of the same, no. Different activity maybe, we'll see. I might do some plowing later on. So yeah, so we're cultivating these 2 fields between our corn here. And then also in October I'll get to harvest corn and fill up a bin. There's actually a decent amount of corn here. It's gonna take a little while because I only have a 6-row header, so we're gonna get a good few loads out of this. If these 2 little strips of oats almost filled up my gravity wagons, the corn will definitely get a good few loads. And I have that other big field by the farm still of corn as well, so that bin is gonna be pretty full. And also, I know there's a dryer that came with this map, came with Westby, that I will probably, I don't know, it's 55,000. I kind of looked into it. I missed a little, but that's okay. I gotta plow that anyways. So there's a dryer that I'm debating on buying this year or holding off a year. We'll see what happens. But for right now, I'm just gonna kind of go with it and see. Or I don't know. I have to decide sooner than later. Because how am I supposed to keep? I need a wet bin, and I don't have a wet bin. Interesting. Maybe I'd have to put up another bin and buy the dryer if I wanted to do that. So I'm always gonna need a bin for soybeans and corn. Then I also need one for dry corn and wet corn, so decisions. We'll think about that a little more once we hit October, I think. See what happens. I'm not gonna do headlands on this field, it's kinda just hit the end and flip around. It's only like 2-3 passes anyways. They're back. I should get it all done. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What's gonna happen, I don't know. So I got my 1 bin for soybeans and then 1 bin for corn. That's the thing, I'm gonna need a wet bin like I was just saying. Then I need to find a place in my yard to put a bin and the dryer where it's easily accessible too. So I know kind of behind my farmhouse, there's some room, and I know I'm not going to make that field like that. That'd be kind of weird to have it indented like that at the end of it. So that might be a good spot. Then I also need to keep room for bales to sit there. So, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Maybe next episode I'll look into it a little more. But for right now, we're just doing some tillage. Also, I think I do need to do a lot of landscaping, smoothing out. I'm not going to be able to do any of it over here until I'm done harvesting all this corn. But once that happens, and all those fields over there that I just cultivated and all the ones that are going to tie into that one field to make it one big field, I can smooth all those out. That's all I'm going to do. It's not too bad. I just need to smooth them out. So that'll, I don't know, that'll probably cost like 20,000. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I hate cheating money in, but to smooth out the huge like divots and stuff in the middle of a field kind of seems silly not to do. And if that's gonna cost me a lot of money, I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe I'll just give myself half of what it costs or something. I don't know, something along those lines. We will see, I suppose. But yeah, see, we're knocking this out like it's nothing. Already on past 3. This is way faster than harvesting this, holy. By a good amount. That was with the 25 footer, but then also it's going 6 instead of 9, so 150% faster than it. And I'm also on 19, so if you couldn't, I'm sure you guys could all guess that I wasn't very old. I don't know. I'm assuming my voice doesn't sound like I'm like a 30-year-old. Unless I put a voice changer on. Should I do that? I mean, I'd have to figure out how to do that first before I did it, but I'm sure I could figure it out. No. Gen Z, we know what we're talking about with our electronics and such, so. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Just so yeah, get some context behind who I am. I don't know if anyone really cares, but, I said it, so. Doesn't mean you have to care, but it's out there. Alright, so, back to farming. We are in our last pass, just patching up our little spots that we couldn't get in 3. We should be good, and then I think I'll just do this other little field over here off camera really quick, and then we'll come back. But, so yeah, it's a little bit about Ferd service work, and I can only imagine going to somebody's house to do service work. How interesting that can look at times. And no thank you, I'd prefer to stay away from that. But if I don't have the option and that's the only work available, I'm gonna do it. But if I can stay away from it, I gladly will. Even though that's where the money's at, if you wanted to start your own business. Realistically, but nowhere near doing that quite yet, so. Alright, well that's enough of me rambling for now. I'm gonna knock out this field quick and then I will be back. Okay, well, that was pretty quick and easy. Both those fields are done. We are done cultivating for the year. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this away, and then I'm gonna off camera, I'm gonna smooth out this field up over here, and then I'm gonna start plowing that. I will get that on a time lapse. So I'll get this thing all washed up. No, I'm saying wash. I only say that, and I think it's funny. I don't know why I say that, but I do because my grandparents call it washed instead of wash. It just doesn't even. I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but I think it's funny. So, and they also call a couch a Davenport. So, different. It's northern Minnesota accent, I guess. All right. So, little sidetrack there. Realistically, where should I put this thing? Because it shouldn't be blocking my plow there. Oh, there we go. Perfect spot. It's like it wanted me to put that there until I get cows and I gotta drive through there. But for right now, this is gonna work perfect. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't hit the barn. Oh boy, I'm better than this, I promise. Just close your eyes. There we go. This is better. Just close your eyes like you didn't see anything. You got parked perfectly. Eventually. I'm sure you can hear me whipping my wheel around, and I am sorry in advance. But not much I can really do about it. I keep it at about the lowest force feedback you can, because just force feedback in this game just doesn't feel right. Okay. Please stop that. Unhook. Unhook. Let me unhook. Why can't I unhook this thing? There we go. Okay. Well, I'm trying to drive forward, game. Okay, that's much better. I had to just reset it quick because it was stuck in the ground, so maybe I'll be parking the cultivator there and this somewhere else. Or just be careful when I unhook it, I guess. Alright, I haven't tested this thing yet, but I'm gonna do some landscaping first, and then we'll be back to plow. Alright, okay. Well, I went over it a little bit. We'll see if, I don't know, we're just gonna test it out, see what happens. So I don't want to be too close to everything, but I think I'm gonna ride this corner. I feel like this is probably a decent spot. Do I have allow create field on? Do allow create field. Why? Boom. Alright, let's see if this thing can handle it. Here we go. It's shaking. Sorry. My map away. Alright, cool. Let's do this. Put an auto width so it's close at least. Cool. And this thing seems to be able to pull it, so that is a plus. So, I don't want to be going past that. I like to try and keep everything lined up very well, because this is going to be how the field's going to be for a very long time, until they buy more fields to add on to it. So, I'd like to keep it very easy to work with. Give myself more room on the ends if I can, especially with tree lines, because I hate trees in my camera. I can deal with it a little bit, but a lot I don't like. I'm going around the whole field. This is all turning into a field. Let's go right there. Hold this line. This GPS width seems pretty decent. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty big field. Okay, it's going to save, and I'm sorry. Oh, really? Okay. It's not going to save. Even better. Cool. So, all this needs to be plowed. All the grass needs to be plowed, but it's not going to happen, which is okay. Okay, I need to downshift. Should be paying attention to that. Get up this hill, and then this seems to be good. So I'm going to make this whole field like this, all the way wrapping around. And let's look at my boundary. I'm just going to ride this straight line. I don't care how it tapers off a little bit. If I was really desperate for all that land, I would, but I'd rather it just be easy to go back and forth on. That's what I would rather do. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty big field, because look at this. It's going to be monstrous. This is going to be my biggest field, big time. In this field, I'm going to make something like this. Keep it how it is, and I'll come until that river there, or that creek, whatever you want to call it. And then all this is going to be a field. And then I'll have this as grass, which is still going to be a decent amount of grass. So Yeah, should be good. We're gonna have a lot of land. A lot of land. Okay, actually. No, we won't. I should have went over further back there, but that's alright. We'll keep it. But really, because I know once I hit this corner right here, it said I was off my property, so just make sure we're in our property. Okay, I can live. Actually, just going around, I'm gonna keep it, because then I'll know once I'm done plowing where I'm gonna paint grass. Because I don't want, yeah. So I'll go around once where it's already cultivated, and then I'll paint outside of this in grass where I can. And then obviously I'll keep the rest as a field. So yeah, this is gonna be good. The start of having a lot of acres. This is gonna be the longest time around it, clearly. Because after this, I won't have to go around it anymore. I'll just go around twice where I actually need to like plow by that grass field down there behind me. So yeah, this is gonna be good. This is just field one of, so I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. Nice, it's gonna be solid. Gonna be solid. 4 fields right off the bat, and I get decent sized fields too, so this is gonna be good. We're gonna be making money real quick. I'm also gonna try and keep this line at the edge of this field how it is. Yeah, this is working good. Don't need to trade out the plow, so that's nice. But, I kind of just had a feeling that I was gonna maybe have to. But that's only because that cultivator kind of didn't work out. Come on. Got downshift again. Son of a gun. Try and make my corners pretty round as well. Like I said, I'm here for functionality and to gain more land, so that's the whole point of the game. Land's key in this game. The more you can put down in your on the ground and grow and harvest, the more you're gonna make. Obviously, that's kind of just how that works. That's why these big YouTube farmers can, like Ivar's Farms, if you guys have heard of them, they're a farm based out of Illinois, and they have some land in Iowa, I think. Illinois and Iowa, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. And they, every year, they get 3, or at least the past 2 years, they get 3 brand new Case AH 9250s every year. Brand new ones. Like, this year they got 23s, 423, and I think last year they had 22s, 422s. And that's the model years, 2022, 2023. And they just, every year. I mean, I don't know if they're, and apparently they ordered a Case AH 715, so that's gonna be cool to watch. Not that, and of course everyone knows Welkers. They've already made a few videos on that thing, and that thing is a beast. Obviously, 715 horsepower is the biggest, like, of John Deere and Case AH. Besides, like, the Big Bud, I don't think, or of the main, like Agco and all that other stuff, all the other brands. It's the biggest one I've ever seen that is like a main, will be a main production tractor. Or is that what it's called? Not main, a production tractor? That's what it is, not a main production tractor. So it's gonna be cool. I'm curious what John Deere's gonna drop now. I'm sure they'll do it sooner than later, would be my guess, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. They'll definitely drop something, because there's no way they're gonna stay behind Case for long. They usually are bumping up together, at least usually within a year of each other. They're putting out bigger tractors, whatever. At least just previously, to my knowledge, that's how it's gone. But What do I know? I'm just a stupid plumber. It's funny. But yeah, that thing. So Ivers, they have 11,000 acres, I think, and all they do is soybeans and corn in the Corn Belt down in Illinois. It's pretty nuts, actually. Their operation is huge, but also it's pretty cool. So, yeah, and we're still not around this field yet, but we are almost there. Yeah, this is going to be a big field. Holy crap. I might be needing another combine sooner than later. Because this is how I usually play. I like to do, if you couldn't tell, I like to do all the work myself. Besides, once it comes to harvest time and I have 2 combines, then I usually run auger wagon. And I have trucks, or in this case it'll be gravity wagons, hauling from the field and back. Or 2, yeah. They're hauling the grain to my bins. So yeah, we'll get that set up sooner than later. I think I'll go this year, this planting year, in April when I plant, and then in October basically a year from next month in game, I will rock 1 combine, but I think after that I'm gonna have to upgrade, because I got a lot of land. Before I can buy more land for sure. And if so, yeah, we'll start with, we'll just keep the same setup, 2 6-rows, 2 25-foot headers. And then I think with the 9600 that I have now, and once I get a second one, I will upgrade at least to an 8-row and a 16-row planter. 2 8-row headers and a 16-row planter by the time I upgrade combines. So I don't know if I'll get a bigger draper by then, but we will see. This is way down the road, clearly. So I'm already saying in a year and a month when I get to harvest my actual own crop on this map. Which that's going to be a few videos of just harvest. I'm going to have to do some, obviously off camera. Holy, how am I already thinking of this? This is how my brain operates. I just think of the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to record it. I don't know, man. I swear, I don't have ADHD, but I feel like I have just a little bit of it, which I'm not complaining. It is, I think, if you have a little bit of ADHD, it is a good thing. So you're always thinking about things instead of just, thinking about nothing and your brain's just dull. You're just going through life not thinking about things. But I guess you don't have to have ADHD to think about things. Alright, well, was that a long enough rant? If that was even a rant? A talk? What? This is 2 of these in this video. Okay. I think I'm officially getting used to talking to myself, or well, to you guys, but to myself, just in my room, looking at a screen. So I'm getting used to that, so hopefully I'm able to do this more and just talk about whatever. So I don't have to just, I don't know. It's just these first few videos, it seems kind of awkward. I don't know. But that's because I make them awkward, so it's my fault, but we're getting somewhere. We'll figure it out. I'll get used to it eventually. Alright, so I think I'm gonna start a time lapse now. After talking for, I don't know how long that was, probably pushing 10 minutes and going around the field once. So yeah. Alright, we finally got this all plowed up. Ready for a save? Boom. Look at that. We're ready to go. This took about, I don't know, hour and 15, hour and a half to do. Before I come back with the next video, I will be into harvest. Speaking of that, I gotta speed up time because the only thing I can do is this field. Plow all this, get my actual field, and then get this all perfect because then I gotta wait to get corn out to get the plow to touch these fields up and put them together. So I gotta hold off a little bit. Alright, well, hopefully everybody enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.